Hey, yeah, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. How are you?
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I think we got Mr. Nystrom should be coming in.
Beautiful day, ain't it?
Oh, it's beautiful out here. Where are you located?
We're in the Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going out to Fort Bend here pretty soon. We're getting out of the city. Heading kind of opposite of where y'all are.
I'm trying to admit Mr. Nystrom, but haven't seen him join yet.
He's having to reboot his computer
Okay.
and he's
Okay.
gonna log back in.
All right. And so do you have, is it Mr. Whipple? Is he close by?
Yes, sir. I have him in the holding cell. I was just waiting for you to be ready for him.
Okay. I think you could probably bring him on in.
All right. There you go. Open that folder.
So what do you think about the new age of lawyering, Judge?
Well, I'm not that crazy about it, to be honest. I think Zoom works great, like for a seminar or maybe a meeting where kind of one or two people are talking and the rest are sort of listening. But this more interactive stuff, I'm not sold on it yet.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to try a case on this thing.
I've had several bench trials, and there's one of the problems is there's still a little bit of a lag when people talk, and so the trouble is somebody's asking a question and then the other attorney objects, and
It becomes mumbled.
the attorney
right?
who's talking doesn't hear the objection at first, and then there's just a big.
I'm sure the court reporter loves all that too.
Oh no, I spend a lot of my trial day going, everybody stop, everybody stop.
Almost makes you wonder if it's even worth, it's just kind of nuts, right? Like it's.
Okay, maybe that's.
Hey, Mr. Whipple.
Oh.
Okay, good. We should have everybody. Okay, so Laura, do you have all the papers with you? Whoop, you're still muted.
I put them into PDFs on my desktop so that we can try to do that screen share thing.
Okay. So, but are you going to be the one that activates that on screen share? Who's going to pop it up so Mr. Whipple and his attorney get to see it?
Host disabled. I can't screen share because it says the host disabled me to screen share. So if you could enable me to screen share.
Let's see.
That's not my screen, sir. I think that's yours.
Yeah, Judge, I think it's just one button where you have to click to enable the other people in the meeting to be able to screen share.
Anybody know where that button is?
If you go to Zoom, if you actually pull up the meeting that you're in, it should pull you. I'm going to click on the bottom button there.
At the bottom of your computer screen there, Judge, I'm sitting here at my desk pointing to it, knowing full well you can't see that. The icon for the, actually I think I can annotate to kind of help here.
Judge, yeah, I mean if you can just I can pull it up, but you'd have to enable the screen share, but it's okay. Maybe we can email him the paperwork and he could just pull it up in his email.
I placed a green arrow, if you can see that. I'm not sure if you can.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's nice. I didn't know you could do that.
So
Okay.
is that what I'll click when we want to look at stuff? Click the green arrow.
Yeah. So Judge, click on that blue button.
The blue, yeah, the
Not
blue
that
one.
that one on the third one.
The other blue button.
Yeah, there you go. And then click that left. You can close out of that, I think.
Well, does somebody have the papers?
I have the paper, the hard copies.
Okay, why don't you just hold them up? Yeah, let's see if
Yeah, that'll work, Judge. And we've gone over them, so it's well, yeah, that should work.
And the only thing, Judge, before we do the plea is there's, I think the judgment date needs to be filled in. And I don't believe there's any monthly payment that needs to be done on this case because everything should be paid out of the court deposit that's on file.
So I'm trying to see, I don't know if y'all can see right now, I've got 5 little boxes. I'm trying to, is that what y'all see or do you see it?
I just see on your desktop.
But when you say 5 little boxes, Judge,
You know, I mean, typically on the laptop screen, the screen is filled, 5 boxes are spread out over
So yeah,
that
Judge,
screen.
if you click on that Zoom, you see that little video camera, blue button next down to the Google Chrome browser. Yeah, you double click that. Or actually, it's already open, so you have to click it from the bottom there. Yeah, not that one. 2 over. There you go. There, and then click on the left or other right, left click it, and then click on the left box, and then click, and that should bring it up. I'm not sure. Something's going on with your computer, maybe.
you would have to essentially, what we're seeing is a screen share and you'd have to turn it off. I'm not sure where you turn that off.
So if you go up to the top, Judge, it says it should say this is where you're sharing your screen. You just click on that arrow. And then turn it off. Or you can click on the share screen button, and it's the third button. It should have a green arrow. You can unclick that and it should take it off.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get started. All right, so Mr. Lawrence, you're here representing Mr. Whipple?
Correct.
Okay, and the state, I guess, read the charge, or what is the charge?
The charge in both cases, let me pull it up real quick, is evading arrest.
Okay, so two charges of evading arrest?
I believe so. Does the court, I guess, have the files?
I have nothing.
Oh, well, okay.
The
What
first
kind
one is evading arrest and the other is bail jumping and failed to appear.
I believe it's 3, Your Honor. 3 charges.
All right, what's the third charge?
I'm not aware of a third charge.
Failure to appear.
Okay, so going back to Laura, have just 2 been filed?
Yes, sir. The evading arrest is 12 CR 30331. And then bail jumping and failed to appear is 12 CR 30332.
Okay. All right, so those 2 charges, Mr. Whipple, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And have you had enough time to discuss these cases with your attorney, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes.
And how do you, by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial.
Yes.
And if I accept the agreement between you and the state, you'll not be able to appeal.
Yes, sir.
All right, and Mr. Lawrence, do you think your client understands his rights and is able to waive them?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, and so I'll accept the waiver. What's the recommendation?
Honor, state's recommendation is 75 days in jail with credit for 75 days served. In both cases, payment of fine and court costs is set out in the judgment to be paid out of the court deposit that's on file.
All right, and Mr. Lawrence, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Whipple, any questions about that?
No, no, sir.
Okay, and does the defendant have any other holds on him?
No, Your Honor. He had a pending case, I believe, out of Arkansas, but that has been dismissed and the warrant has been withdrawn, so he has no other holds.
All right, so then if that's the case, then as far as the state knows, at the end of this plea, Mr. Whipple should be released.
Yep, once the jail gets the paperwork, he'll be released.
Okay. All right, well then I'll again accept your plea, follow the recommendation, find you guilty in both cases, sentence you to 75 days in the Austin County Jail, with credit for 75 days served, and fine and costs is set out in the judgment.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is there anything else you need from me?
Think nothing else.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right,
Mr.
thank you,
Whipple, feel free to give me a call when you get out. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Will, thank you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Nystrom, thank you for your help as well.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
when I see those, I'll sign those.
Thanks, Judge. May I be
All right.
excused?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
All right. I guess-
Ben, just send the judgment to them at the jail?
You can't do it yet. That was why I was trying to say the judge really needs to have those originals when we do pleas, so he can see them and sign them and hold them while we're doing this stuff. He's really got to have the clerk's files.
So I haven't, I'll have to sign the waiver, sign the judgment, sign that.
Marie's on her way up to your office with those, or to the courtroom.
So I'll just sign them, hand them right back to Marie, and then y'all can send them out to the jail.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
And it really should just be the dates that need to be filled in, because when we did this, we had no idea when the date was going to be.
Okay.
So the date of the judgment, Judge, is what I'm referring to.
Okay, well, maybe just stay on the line till I get them. We'll make sure.
Yeah.
Marie's walking in right now.
We're good, Ben, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Maggie.
Good there.
I'm just gonna sign these and give them right back to you. Okay, so now, and then after I sign them, is Laura, you gonna, since they're not signed by the clerk yet?
No,
Go
after,
ahead.
yeah, I'll sign them after.
I guess I had thought he had signed everything, so I would have asked
No,
him.
all his signatures were in place.
Oh, I got you. Yes, we would have, guess what we should have done is have gone through the deal where you ask him if that was his signature and.
So Laura, as we're doing these pleas, I'll almost always have a scanned copy of some sort. It probably won't be a copy with the defense attorney's signature, but inevitably I'm going to have to scan and email these things to somebody. So sometimes I'll have a scanned copy with the defendant's signature. Sometimes I won't, but I guess we're just going to have to figure out that screen share, because it worked really well in district court today. It's just going to be a matter of getting that figured out.
Okay.
think I signed everything. I signed and then put today's date on the judgment date.
Great. All right, and you just gotta send that over to the jail once you finish your part, Laura.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.